Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today we have a new episode, so let's just start. I was curious to see how they are these sustainable sneakers made. As always, we start with the unboxing, so please feel free to pause the video where you need. Here are some of my sizes. These sneakers are true to size for me. In the shot we can see both of them, and we start with the left foot because I want to know if the quality is consistent in both of them. I have to say that the silhouette on these sneakers is very nice. I love it actually. I do like the colorway also. And overall the weight, I can feel it in my hands that they are very lightweight. The look of them is very minimalist. They have a small branding, as you can see on the lateral, from Adidas and ALLBIRDS. On the tongue we have some values about the sustainable matter. I've read that 17% from this EVA midsole is coming from sugarcane. I don't know how much that is true, but it's interesting at least. I'm glad that we have people trying to find a way to reduce these CO2 emissions. Even small amounts, they are important in long term. This midsole is just a bit more rigid than the one from Ultraboost 2022. Here we can see the insoles. They are not very soft, not like I was expecting anyway. Yeah, after I tried this footbed with my thumb, I noticed that it's much more rigid than I was expecting. Even though it's made with EVA, feels more like rubber, for me at least. Around the heel and the ankle we find some foam inside. It's soft enough, but it's not elastic enough, so I don't think it will last very much, that foam inside. As you can tell, somebody tried these sneakers before, and only by trying they already managed to broke that foam you can see there on the base. On the tongue we can find the internal label. Pause the video if you need. Also this tongue, it has some foam. I think it's the same that it was used to make the padding around the ankle, or maybe very similar kind. Here we can see the sole. I like the shape, but I don't think this will give me a good grip. Being this flat, I imagine you will slide over any surface. On the website I've seen pictures with these sneakers over a rock. Well, that is the least surface that I want to try these sneakers, over a rock. Nothing like hiking or something. They are not made for that, so don't try it. We can see the external labels. This is the right foot, because I'm trying to see if they are okay, both of them. The quality overall on them is okay for the glue and stitching, maybe some extra threads every now and then. Only the materials, I'm not very sure if they are a good choice in this case. As you can see here around the ankle, they have some kind of foam. It's very soft, this foam. It feels like Nappa leather, but the fake one, you know. And I feel that it's very easy to destroy it. I've seen that this right foot, it has an issue. Maybe somebody else tried them before I did, and I think that collar around the ankle, it won't last too much, to be honest. In the shot we can see both of these insoles. And here we can see a bit better the laces and the upper. I like these laces because they are very thin, but I don't like the tips. They are way too thin. I mean, I've seen needles with this thickness, so I don't think that's a thickness that you should use in some laces. In this shot we can see a bit better this tongue. It's wide. I wish it was even wider than this, because with my instep it's a bit at the limit. We can see here a bit better this upper. As you can tell, it's very thin. I'm not sure how it will last over time. We can see here this upper, it has some stitching with different colors. Well, that stitching, it has a purpose. This will reinforce this upper in some important places. In the shot we can see the rigid parts of this heel. I didn't find it giving me problems where it needs to be more strong. As you can tell, this upper is quite thin. It's almost see-through, so the color of the socks is important when you are using these sneakers. Also, you have to remember that they don't have any lining inside, so you have to be extra careful with that. You can see here the size of this footprint. I have a 41 1/3 European size, or 18 US. Here we have the weight test. I knew it that they will be lightweight, but I wasn't expecting to be this kind of lightweight. So basically they have half of the weight of Ultraboost 22. In the shots, I'm trying to show you that they are true to size, these sneakers, and they are my correct size. This is a good way to check it with the insoles. If you still have some extra space, well, using the rule of thumb, it's very easy to see if they are your size or not. So the length is okay, and the width also, it has to be a bit more width for my feet, otherwise they will swim inside. So basically my feet, they are wider than these insoles, in less words, 1 centimeter difference more or less. I know that these shots will help some people because it's more easy to make yourself an idea how these sneakers are fitting me. And also this way you can see my arch and my instep. And here we have the first on-feet shots with them from our upper angle. This also is a good way to see how easy it is to take them on my feet. Having them on my feet for the first time, I can say that the comfort is very good. They adapt to my feet very well. Only the cushioning is not too great. It's just okay at most. So if the Ultraboost 22 were rigid, well, these ones are even more rigid than those. To be honest, I was having higher expectations from these ones because you see that midsole, you will think that maybe it's very soft. Well, it's not as soft as you might think actually. And I guess only those holes that they are drilled inside are helping a bit to be less firm, but even those, they are not making big difference in this situation. So I wish they were having the insoles from Supernova because those are much better than these ones. The shape that they have, the size that they have is very good, but with the materials and overall the cushioning, I feel that it's not enough for the price that they are asking, at least for my taste. Here we have some on-feet shots from a lower angle because this way you will be able to see much better the kind of cushioning that they have and overall the silhouette, how it is, and maybe even the pronation, how they are fitting to my feet while I am walking. I wasn't able to find any info about the stack on this midsole, but I'm guessing is somewhere around 22 on the heel and 12 in front, like Ultraboost, you know, more or less. So I think it came the time for pros and cons. For pros, I like this upper, the colorway, there are 3 colorways right now available. The silhouette overall looks very good, and this will be it. For cons, I think the price, 120 euros or dollars, I feel that is a bit too much for the quality that they have, you know, for the materials that they have. They will have to improve this midsole because right now it's nothing special, you know, doesn't give me the cushioning that I'm expecting to have from these sneakers. The laces, they are thin. I'm okay with that, but I don't like the tips. They are way too thin. That's madness, you know, to having them so thin. They aren't even useful this way. The rubber sole is, as you can see, very thin, very minimal. They won't give you any good grip on any surface. Maybe only if you are using them inside. Well, if you are using them inside, you might not have problems with them, but outside I don't recommend them to use them outside. They are just overall too fragile. I know that for Instagram pictures they will look good, but as a sneaker I don't find it good enough for the price that they are asking, you know. I understand that you are helping the planet and everything, but where's the value for money, you know? They have to last for a while. Otherwise, why I'm paying 120 euros or dollars just to throw it away after 3 weeks? Or doesn't make sense, you know. So I hope to see that in the future they will come with new versions of these sneakers and they will be improved. Those versions, they will actually be a good pair of sneakers, you know, that worth the price. Because with these ones, well, I don't think they are good enough, to be honest. For that money you have Supernova. If you put just a bit more, you will have Takumi Sen. They are not sustainable as much as these ones. The quality overall is better and everything, the comfort, the cushioning, it's a better value for money. So my final thoughts on them: you should buy them or not. Of course, depends on you. I personally don't recommend them without trying them before. I mean, they have that collar with the foam that they have right where you are putting your thumbs to take them in and out. That foam, it will get destroyed very quickly because it's a poor quality. So I can't recommend something that I know that they won't last. Everyone is free to do whatever they want, so nobody will stop them, but for me this is not a good value for money. Thank you very much for watching this episode. See you next time. If you have any questions, please let me know. Don't forget to subscribe because it's very important for me, and please stay safe.